Hey guys, welcome back to Top Tipper Betting Tips. I trust you're having a fantastic evening and you're getting ready for the racing that's going to be taking place out at Turffontein. I'm going to have the postman tipping out at Turffontein, so I'm going to hand you over to the postman for his analysis.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, no matter where in the world you guys are, and a big warm welcome to the Top Tipper family. Before we get involved in the selections for Turffontein, just some feedback. The Durban selections have been really, really great. Really happy with that. Thursday we caught the bipod several times, we caught the PA several times. So yeah, things are ticking along very, very nicely. We go and we look at the meeting at Turffontein. This is on the inside track on Saturday. There are 9 races on the card. Guys, there's a lot of horses coming back, a lot of horses prepping. Some of them have got a great, great form. They look to be the class horse of the race. However, we've got to take the fitness on trust. So let us go through the card together. If I'm looking to make money, I'm probably looking at the jackpots. I'll probably go light there. I don't know if the exotics are going to pay. As I've just opened my big trap, probably we end up with a carryover, but it doesn't look like it, guys. So let us go through the card together quickly. As I said, 9 races carded. The first is due off at 12:10. There are a couple first timers in this event. However, horse 4, Barbaresco, looks the obvious choice here. I mean, this horse is round about 4.5 or 5 to 10. As I said, looks the class act and don't have to be too clever. We've tipped this to come first. For second, I've gone for horse number 1. For third, I've gone for the 3. And for fourth, I've gone for horse 2. So we've gone 4, 1, 3, and 2. First timers, I'm not overly excited about any of the breeding there. If I had to have a bet here, I'd probably look at taking swingers. 1, 2, 3 and boxed. Obviously the 4 will be there, and just see by boxing those, would you still make a profit if one of them happens to arrive? I'm sure you would. So have a look at something like that. So we've got 4, 1, 3 and 2. We move on to the second race on the card, draw at 12:40. And this is a maiden plate for the girls over 1,200 meters. And we go through here, and again, we look at this horse number 8. This is coming back from quite a layoff. However, I do think that the Cock Yard have got big chances in several races. We will be on course. So again, if we hear something, we will certainly send it through to you guys via the WhatsApp groups. So please just keep the phones handy. What I have done here in the bypass, I'm not prepared to take a chance in the first leg. Nothing worse than going out the first leg, even though 8 does look the right choice, is top of the boards. I have gone for horse number 1, Whirly Bird. Siana Sasibo, I think he's only claiming 1.5. This horse is fit, is well. I'm throwing this one in. For second, I've gone for the 7, One Religion. Again, nicely drawn at 5. Muziyeni for the Magna Yard. As I said, we are on course. We're hoping if we hear something, we'll let you guys know. And for third, I've gone for the 8, Woman of Power. I've only put that horse to run third because of the layoff. I don't know how fit and well this horse is. In the bypots, I'm not taking a chance there, guys. I'm going to put 3 horses in there. If 8 arrives, I'm darn sure 1 or 7 would run second, and we would double up there. And for fourth, we've gone for horse number 6, Happy Mo. So the second race, 1, 7, 8, and 6. My pots are putting all 3 horses, and I'm darn sure that we will double up there. We move on to the third race on the card, off at 13:15. Another maiden plate for the girls, and this time over 1,700 meters. And we go through here, and there's been a lot of money for horse number 6. This is a first timer, Champagne Cocktail from the De Cock Yard. JP van der Merwe gets a ride, nicely drawn at 3, must be included in everything. What I have done though, just gone at 2 horses in the bipod, 2 horses in the PA, and I've gone 1 from 6. I'm only putting 1 in front simply because it's of those that have run. I do believe that this is the right horse, and that is Sunday Oli for the Robbie Sage yard. So 1 by 6. If you're taking trifectas and quartets, throw in 2 and 7 with 1 and 6. So race 3, 1, 6, 2, 7, and I think 1 and 6 will get us through our exotics. We'll move on to the 4th race on the card, and this is due off at 1350. Another maiden plate over 1700 meters. I go through and I look at this event, and my selections here. I think this is a very, very open race. I'm putting as many as the budget would allow, and I have gone narrow first selection, horse number 3, and this is House of Romanov. Muzieni gets the ride. My apologies, not House of Romanov. 3 is Mavelo. Again, JP van der Merwe for the Cock Yard. As I said earlier, I think they will have a great day. First selection, but a narrow first selection. For second, I've gone for horse number 11. This is Thomas Rainwater, Malasilika Jedi for the Crawford Yard. I know this is drawn in the car park. However, I do think stepping up to the 1700 meters will suit this one down to the ground. I hope Malasilika jumps. I hope he's just off the pace, turning for home. And I'm very sure that this one will run on at big price. For third, I've gone for the 1 Royal Edition, Dennis Suarez for Philip Labuschagne. Must be included in everything. And for fourth, I've gone for 2 House of Romanov, Muzieni for the Peters Yard. As I said, I think this is a tough event. You can throw in 8, you can throw in 10 as well. For pick sixes, put in there as many as the budget would allow. I've gone 3, 11, 1 and 2, all 4 in my buy pot. PA, I'm hoping that 1, 3 and 11 will get us through. But as I said, pick 6, I could put the field here and go short later on. We'll move on to the 5th race on the card. This is due off at 1425, a graduation plate over 1450 meters. First leg of Jackpot 1. And in this event, honestly, 2 horses should get us through our exotics here. And I've gone in order of preference. I've gone horse number 1, Cape Light, Samanga Kamala for Robbie Sage. I think this is the best weighted in the race and is my first selection. And for second, I've gone for the obvious, horse 5, Sharapova, JP van der Merwe for Mike de Kock. As I said, I think those 2 will get us through all our exotics, and 1 and 5 taking swingers, trifectas, throwing horse 3. This is a stable companion, also from the Mike de Kock Yard, Simple. And for fourth, I've gone for 9 Runaway Bomb, Muzieni for the Peters Yard. So race 5, guys, got 1, 5, 3 and 9. And as I said, 1 and 5 for me. We'll move on to race 6. Race 6 is a graduation plate over 1450 meters, due off at 1500 hours. And I've got 2 win bets for the day. This is the first of them, comes up in race 6. And this is horse number 5 at Tail of the Comet. Samanga Kamalo gets a ride here for the Terry Yard, and I really, really think that this is very, very hard to beat. I think around about 17, 18 to 10. Guys, I think this is a really, really, really good bet. For me, banking all bets, I'm taking my chances here. If I'm looking to take exactors or swingers, I'm taking a chance. I'm throwing in 4 Fire Flames to run second, and for third I've gone for 8 Zenovi. Again, JP van der Merwe for the De Clock Yard. For fourth, back end of trifectas and quartets, I have gone for 3 Home of the Brave. I know it's drawn very wide, but this could finish in the back end of trifectas and quartets. So race 6, 5, 4, 8 and 3, and as I said, 5 is one of my win bets. 7th race on the card, this is due off at 1535, middle stakes over 1200 meters. And over here, I think it's a match race. In order of preference, I've gone 5 by 2. I do think back of business is way above average. Small question mark about the yard being so quiet. That's why I've backed it up with horse number 2, Texas Red. Malaseli Kajedi gets a ride there for the Clarkson Yard. And I do think it's a match race in 2. For larger punters, throw in horse number 6, a Good Queen Bess. Again, JP van der Merwe for the Cockyard. Must have a chance. And for 4th, I've gone for 1, Awesome Kerr. Although I do believe that Awesome Kerr is better over 1,000 meters. For me, back in of trifectas and quartets. So race 7, 5, 2, 6, and 1. And I think it's a match race in 2. 8th race on the card. This is due off at 16:10. This is a Pinnacle Stakes over 2,000 meters, and this is where we see the second of my win bets, and this is horse number 8, Twa Cut. I look at this one, Mike de Kock, Malaseli Kajedi gets a ride, 50 on his back. Really, I think this one is so progressive. We go and we look, the class horse, obviously, is horse number 1, Porto Manzano. I do believe this is prepping for bigger things to come. We go through and we look at everything else. Duke of Sussex, no, not for me at the course. Flashy Apache, certainly in with a place chance. I go through Zia's place chance, Top Sale place chance. But I do think Twa Cut 5-2, I think is a nice win bet. Taking a chance, going to banker this in all exotics. In my pick 6, as I said, I've got 2 bankers. I'm going to load up the first leg and load up the last leg. Let's see what happens. In this race here, swingers 8, and then I've got 3 and 1. Probably take exactas 8 by 3 and see what happens. So race 8, guys, 8, 3, 1, and 6. We move on to the lucky last. This is race 9, due off at 16:45, and this is a mid-rated 82 handicap over 1,800 meters. Again, I think this race is a little trickier than looks. Again, over here, load up, put in as many as the budget would allow. In order of preference, I've gone 3, Haslo Grande, with Balaseli, my apologies, for the Sunday Choli for the match at yard. For second, I have gone for Total Surrender, Samanga Kamala for the Huda Larkus yard. Then I've gone 6, You Can't Hurry Love, and 2, American Star. If we go and we're looking to add in here, you can throw in horse 7, Latuli, you can even throw in 8, Nothing Else Matters. Put in as many as the budget would allow in the last race, guys. We don't want to go out there. So race 9, 3, 1, 6, and 2, but you can throw in 7, 8 in all exotics. As I said, I don't know if the exotics are going to pay anything. You know, maybe the pick 6 and the jackpots are the way to go. I'm certainly going to have a double on race 6 and race 8. Let's see what happens there. And I do fancy those 2 horses. Guys, take it easy. Look after yourself. And as I said, keep phones handy. We will be on course. If we hear something, we will certainly send it through. Stevie, back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks for that input, the postman. I really appreciate your input. I see you've tipped a 9-race program, your bar put, your PA, and I know you like your 2 win bets, Tail of the Comet and Troy Quattro. I think that's how you say them. Your jackpot 1 and your jackpot 2. So, guys, there's going to be no racing out at the Cape. It's going to be moved to Monday. So the Cape racing will resume on Monday. Guys, also stay tuned to your phones for info, trackside info. The kid is in South Africa for 3 weeks, and he'll be on course tomorrow. So stay tuned to the Telegram group, and hopefully he can get some info for us on some of the horses. So all in all, enjoy, have fun, break a leg, and cheers for now.